The lamest people on the internet.
The internet's got its variety of niches and groups, but I think I found the lamest one. You know looks maxes? This is them, but like even lamer somehow.
Look at this dude.
I'm talking about people that make black pill content. This is a group of people that believe looks and genetics are the most important thing in life.
Looks are important. Genetics, not so much. But confidence is the most important thing. I have seen many people punching above their weight because of their confidence. Whilst looks maxing is lame, because of the level that some people go, it doesn't hurt to make yourself appear a bit more attractive than you normally would be. Like you don't go out to a bar or social event in sweats and a t-shirt. You dress up, maybe put some aftershave on and style yourself a little bit. But the level that some people go, like trying to get a perfect jawline by mewing or even plastic surgery, is ridiculous.
And they decide how every interaction is gonna go, which is, you know, sort of right, but also so far from the truth. And the thing that makes these people so lame is that they're quote-unquote straight men who edit other men because they think they look good, or they argue about which man they think looks better in a comment section, and just bully people who aren't conventionally attractive. When I know—
And the stupid thing is they're usually not attractive. I think a straight man can tell if another man is good looking. You're able to do that. But to obsess about it—
damn well these people are behind their desk looking like this and telling me this guy's right eyebrow is bigger than his left, so he's cooked. And then proceed to tell me this is the peak of male beauty.
Yeah, all the days.
Alright, bro. As a part of this—
yeah, it's a weird obsession and I don't know where it comes from. But working out who is the most attractive man and how the most attractive man should be is weird. And I'm sure they will go to town on my face. What did I just say?
This video, I've looked into the species I'ma call BP people or black pill people. I've studied their behavior and learned their lingo, and really I don't like what I found. And just to be clear, black pill is more like an extreme version of looks maxing, not necessarily all looks maxes, but you know, drag making that distinction. The first place I looked to study these creatures was TikTok. There's a good chance that you've come across a black pill editor too. Normally what these consist of is a stitch of somebody saying something like, oh, looks don't matter, or someone that's not seen as conventionally attractive literally doing anything.
Yeah, but I'm kind, smart, thoughtful, and caring, and those are things that matter more.
What did this poor lady do to you? Literally anyone can get hit with a black pill edit, nobody is safe. And normally the people that make these edits obviously leave their face out because almost 100% of the time they look like this. But on the—
leave out McLovin. He's a good looking man because he has confidence. But he's right, black pill community will take other people down, guys and girls, because they're jealous and they've been rejected by both.
Rare occasion where the editor includes themselves in, it's so obvious every single time because you just see this ethereal looking world-renowned model and then this. Okay, just try and figure it out yourself. Let me show you an edit and I want you to figure out which one is the person that made it. Did you find them? Let's try another one. People in the comments are just flaming this too. This guy just replied with this image. Fitting. I don't know where this thought he was going with this. That's not a sneak in, that's trespassing. Twin, being nice does not cost anything. Okay, but on TikTok you also find the higher ranking BP people having mug-offs. I mean, alright bro. But can we address
mug-offs? What is that? Is that where these guys just mew at each other?
the elephant in the room though? This BP business is kind of zesty. Really look at the facts here, alright? We have men editing other men because they think they look good. And I've looked at how these people act and speak too. They worship Marlon like a deity because they like the way that he looks. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little sus to me. You know, if they're taking—
which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if you are a bit zesty. But just be honest with yourself.
Backshots or not, that's not really my concern. I just had to point it out.
I saw gay, so I said gay.
But these BP people like to throw around the term female gaze. The whole goal of BP, I guess, is to capture the female gaze. And they actually do have a calculated way that they measure attractiveness. It's not just, oh, I think this guy looks better. And this is known as PSL. And alongside PSL, they also use the term appeal. Appeal is more just people finding you attractive regardless of your PSL. Now with PSL, this is where we get shit like this. This is what you would call a PSL god. But a PSL—
is that a real person? If it is, obviously it's surgery. But that face is wild. If I saw that person in real life, I would think they haven't got long left to live.
God wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty theory is being proven again. And I find this is no better time than any to really dive into the BP terminology. First word you probably already know, it's Chad. These are people that the BP community can collectively agree, look good. So mainly like these three models. And then we have Chad Light. What am I talking about? But anyways, this is just a little lower. You wouldn't really be considered a Chad, but I don't know if you have to apply for Chad status. Is that something that they do? I don't know. But if you're an unidentified attractive person, you're what's known as an unknown slayer. Like this random kid in the back of this video, he went viral on TikTok for a little bit. People calling him unknown slayer. Another example is this one guy. I just wanted to point it out because of this comment. It said, bro is real life Marlon.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
Like, what the f does that mean, bro? I'm telling you,
The internet is lame. We can't hide from it. It is. Black pill community, looks maxing, and most of the internet is lame.
They worship this nigga Marlon like a deity. They don't even consider him real. And if you're the very pinnacle of male attractiveness, you're what's known as a true Adam. And this one guy they call a true Aladdin because he's Middle Eastern. There's not really a pattern there because that's the only example I could find. So maybe there's a different true so-and-so depending on the race. I don't know. And then we have the term high tier normie or HTN for short, which means you're a really good looking person for somebody that's not an actor or model, just missing out on Chad Light status. There's also mid tier normie, which is somebody who out of 10 is like a 6 to a 7. I know what I just said. Just be cool, please. Then there's a low tier normie, which is pretty much just an average looking person. And then sub 5, which you know what that means. That's pretty much all the dumb terminology these niggas use.
And it is dumb. Tell me, why are they ranking other men? Tell me.
But we also have the president of Black Pill, Clav. Interesting guy. People call him the insecure final boss.
Marlon Moggs, all of you?
That's what it is. It's insecurity. They have no personality because they wouldn't even need to be that good looking to get the girls they want if they had a personality, which they don't.
Yeah, but he's black. No, he's not.
Reasonable take. But overall, the whole belief with Black Pill is lookism, which means if you're chopped, people are just gonna treat you worse. Obviously, people do treat you different depending on how you look. You see how they did Dream? Bro, people who had never heard of him were just flaming him after the face reveal. Just because he looked a little bit like Rumpelstiltskin. It's really just the angle he recorded it. He's not even chopped for real. See? But the idea of people treating you differently just because of how you look, Black Pillars just do too much with it.
Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he were Chad? Well, probably not, and here's why. Good-looking people experience something called the halo.
That is wild. That had nothing to do with his level of good-lookingness. Yes, people do get treated better for being better looking, but better looking is different for each person. One person might be lovely and attentive to me, and another might be downright disgraceful to me. But this definitely happens more for women because men are hornier.
So it's quite possible that if Charlie were to be better looking, someone wouldn't have hated him enough to assassinate him.
The whole message is just lost to me.
And that is wild.
Now, I don't even know what's going on. The belief in this idea is objectively wrong and also lame. Please find a place of employment. Where are you finding this time to edit over people that you have chopped? See, self-improvement and I guess looks maxing by extension is not necessarily a bad thing. And honestly, I believe having deep pockets is more powerful than looking good. Let's take this guy Cuffham for example. See, I'm not gonna say he's chopped. Let's just let the results speak.
The first algorithm we'll look at is designed to judge the beauty or attractiveness of your face. We'll give you a score between 0 and 10.
But he has motion and he's pretty financially abundant and he has managed to acquire females. Money and status really has a larger influence on how you look. Am I about to make my own pill? I'ma call that shit purple pill, or PP for short.
Yes, there's an argument that money will help you more than anything. But in both scenarios, you're getting a partner that likes you for things that aren't really you. You've either looks maxed to change the way you look, or you have a lot of money, which changes the way you look.
But deep it though, Elon Musk could really bag more than a broke ass that looks like this. And Elon really built like a Tesla for real. But it doesn't really matter because that 0.7 in his net worth could retire several generations, alright? Yet Black Pillars still believe looks are everything, you slow. So instead of smashing your skull, how about you get some motion? Looks Max's Black Pillars, they're a community and they like to share their knowledge. And the best place to see this in action is Reddit/looksmaxing advice. Whatever you do, if you want actual advice, do not look on here. Let's take a look, shall we? 15, male, is it over for me? In the comments said, you could just be famous. All right. Bro must have taken PP. That stands for purple pill, by the way. Okay, next.
Why would you put yourself up for that kind of ridicule? You knew they were going to be harsh, even if you were gorgeous.
What can I do? Please be honest. Okay, so the trolling. Okay, so the 1 in a billion chance that, okay, the one in 0 chance that this is real. It's time to let it go, Unc. Let me try to find some actual serious ones then. Alright, this guy, 28, chronically single, and I know my forehead is huge. Okay, sounds reasonable. His forehead cannot be that bad. Interesting. I'm sure the comments have some helpful suggestions. Shaved head might be the move. Maybe balance it out with a light goatee. You evil ass. Okay, you know what you're doing, bro. Gain about 30 pounds and you grow into that head. Is that something you can do? You can grow into a head? Tell women you can read minds. Next, bro. Surprisingly, a lot of women are on this subreddit too. I don't think they really reply to posts, but they put a lot of them up. And maybe my black pillars being zesty theory was wrong, because a lot of them put up shots instead of actually giving advice. How big is my forehead? 1 to 10. You know, coming from the last one, you know, I'm gonna give it a 1. I think a lot of people in the comments forgot that question though, especially Shakespeare over here. I'm captivated by how pretty you are. I would kiss that big forehead. It's not big, just kissable is all. I'll give it to you, you're tough, I guess, twin. Shut of the year. And then there's this guy that just said, can I have your number, please?
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine! No, whoa, no! That is not the shot!
That's air, bro. That's straight air. And you know, sometimes even the girls' posts get flamed. You find me attractive? Why/why not? See, a lot of these comments are just not nice. But one stood out to me. This guy said, you look like you're offended by everything. Honestly, not a bad observation, you can't hate it. Okay, the more I dive down this subreddit, the less I believe it's actually serious. Just look at some of these posts. Is it over for me? 214 male. It's been over for quite some time, Abe. 19 female. How do I
This is not serious.
improve my looks? Reincarnation, man. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it there, but you know, message of the vid, take PP, not BP. Bye.
That was good. Don't join the black pill community. It's not worth it. You'll end up hating yourself. Work on your personality and you will go further than anything except for a couple of $1 billion. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.
See me on way out of here too far. It's so pretty, look better. Walking on Susan, she calling me daddy. Walking on shit, trying to look like this. Make the color, ain't never made a swagger. Security bank. Yeah.